Hi, my name is Madeleine, and I've been in my home since December 2005, and I have a wonderful husband. I am actually an American who wanted to come back to the States and give a shot. And I bought this home, had put $50,000 down. My original loan was $225,000. And what happened was a year later, I had 30-year fixed loan with a 6.25%. And after a year, we wanted to take out 10,000 out of our equity to do some of the little repairs and to do other things too. So we went to a loan officer, and what happened with that loan was that we were fell victim of what we call an equity stripping scam. So I do believe that it's happening to a lot of people. And due to this $10,000 loan, we are actually losing our home. We are now in January 2009, and I've been now fighting for almost 3 years for our home. The loan every month is about, it jumped to $2,000 before I got a loan modification that cost $2,300. Instead of going down, they went up. Not only that, but my mortgage was sold to 5 different banks, and I am now I will have to pay more for my house than what I originally paid for, which means that instead of owing them $190,000, I owe them now $235,000, and they want to jump it up to $250,000. So this is a 2-year arm, so the 2 year has been over, and I have not seen any changes from their part. I have contacted 5 different lawyers to understand what was going on with my loan, and it took me 2 years to understand that I was part of a scam. And it was very difficult in the beginning due to the fact that I really thought it was my fault. And the shame, you feel shame, you don't feel very good, that's for sure. When you have guilt upon you and you think that it's your fault, you have no courage to fight. But thanks to Christy from Acorn, she has encouraged me every single time. Whenever I wanted to give up, she was there with a phone call, and she was saying, "Come on, Madeleine, you've got to fight." So now I do have a support from my neighbors. They do acknowledge that there was a mortgage fraud as well. The bank has acknowledged that there was a mortgage fraud. And I did one on TV, on KOLD 13, with Dan Marys. He came to my home, and he has made a little short movie. And with that, it went around the world because it did go on the internet. And I got a very good surprise in 2008 for Christmas and Hanukkah. We had some friends and family who decided that they were going to pay off my mortgage. And when I announced that to my mortgage, which is Washington Mutual, they said they would look into it, and I went back and I called them and I said I want to make a payoff. I tried to negotiate with them to make that payoff in 5 years and get the cash into to paying a lower amount, since they were going to receive a lot of money in cash, but they refused, and the result is they refused to do the payoff. So this makes me wonder what really the banks are doing. This also proves to me that the banks are not willing to to help us in any way. If we do have donors that want to make a payoff on your house for the amount that's a little less than what they're expecting, I would imagine that the mortgage would accept it. Well, apparently not. The banks are not agreeing to that, and that really is very disappointing, and it infuriates me. I came from guilt to anger against the banks, and not only against the banks, but against the government. They're not doing their jobs, they're just filling the holes, and they're not changing anything. So my conclusion would be, to stand up for yourself and continue to fight until there is something for us. A law of decrease instead of a law of increase would be very good. And I thank you, Acorn and Christy, for letting me share my story, and I hope I am getting my message clear that I do want to stay in my home, and I do want things to be right. Thank you.